Beyond the Arctic Circle, where the sun disappears for months and is winds through across the endless white tundra, lives one of Russia's oldest and most resilient peoples, the Nenites. For centuries, they have called the Yamal Peninsula and surrounding Arctic tundra their home. The temperature here can drop below -60 градусов Celsius, yet life continues in harmony with nature. The Nenites are nomadic reindeer herders, guardians of an ancient lifestyle that has remained nearly unchanged for generations. Their existence in this vast frozen wilderness is not just about survival, it is about maintaining balance between man, animal, and nature. Every season brings new challenges and rituals, defining the rhythm of Nenites life. Morning in the tundra, the Arctic dawn is slow and dim. In winter, the sun merely touches the horizon, painting the snow in shades of pale gold. Inside a chum, the traditional conical tent made of reindeer hides, smoke curls gently from the iron stove. The air is filled with the scent of burning wood and tea brewing in metal kettles. Women wake before the men. They feed the fire, melt snow for water, and prepare breakfast, usually reindeer meat soup or dried fish. Children, wrapped in fur coats, peek outside, watching the herd that waits beyond the frozen horizon. Men prepare for their daily work, tending to the reindeer, the heart of Nenites life. Every animal has a name, and each family can own hundreds, sometimes thousands of them. Reindeer provide food, clothing, and transportation. They are not just animals, they are sacred companions, part of every story and tradition. Migration, life on the move. The Nenites are nomades, constantly moving across the tundra in search of new pastures. Their lives follow the migration of the reindeer. A typical family moves around 45 times a year, picking up their inshore home and traveling across hundreds of kilometers. It is a remarkable sight, long lines of sledges, reindeer pulling chums, children, and supplies. The migration is led by experienced herders, who can navigate the endless white landscape with no compass, only memory and instinct. Each stop is temporary. The family quickly sets up their chum, driving poles into the snow and covering them with hides. Within an hour, a warm home stands in the middle of the frozen emptinesses. The women arrange the inside carefully, fires for sleeping, a small altar for ancestors, and towels for daily life. The tundra is harsh and unpredictable. Blizzards can arrive suddenly, burying sleds and tents under snow. Yet, the Nenites have learned to read the weather, a skill passed down for centuries. The color of the clouds, the behavior of the reindeer, and even the movement of the wind can tell them what is coming. Family and traditions. The Nenites family is built on respect and cooperation. Every member has a role. Men herd and protect the animals, women manage the home, cook, sew, and care for children. The traditional clothing, called malitza, is made from reindeer hides, perfectly designed to withstand Arctic cold. Education happens naturally, through storytelling. Elders tell children the legends of their ancestors, tales of spirits of the tundra, of brave hunters and wise reindeer. These stories teach values, courage, patience, and respect for nature. Religion among the Nenites blends ancient shamanism with traces of Russian Orthodoxy. They believe the tundra is alive, every river, hill, and wind has a spirit. Before major hunts or migrations, offerings of reindeer horns or coins are made to the spirits for protection. The role of reindeer are at the center of Nenites culture. Without them, life here would be impossible. They provide everything: food, clothing, transportation, and even materials for tents and sleds. Nenites, herders are true masters of reindeer management. They know each animal by sight, voice, and movement. During the harshest winters, when snow hardens into ice, they use special sticks to break the crust, allowing reindeer to graze on the moss below. The relationship is not one of domination, but mutual respect. The Nenites believe that mistreating a reindeer brings bad fortune. When a reindeer dies, every part of it is used, meat for food, bones for towels, hides for tents. Nothing is wasted. Life during the polar night. Winter in the Arctic lasts nearly 9 months. During the polar night, the sun disappears completely. Darkness rules the tundra, broken only by the green and purple lights of the aurora borealis. Inside the tomb, the family gathers around the fire. It is a time for rest and studies. Women sew clothing and repair sledges, while men plan future routes. Outside, the reindeer huddle together against the wind. The only sounds are the crackling fire and the howling storm beyond. Even in these conditions, life continues. Children play in the snow, dogs guard the camp, and men still go out to check the herd. The Nenites have learned to find beauty in silence, in the shimmer of snow under moonlight, in the rhythm of the wind, in the endurance of their people. Spring, rebirth of the tundra. When the first rays of the spring sun return, the tundra begins to wake. Snow melts into rivers, and the moss beneath turns green. It is calving season, the reindeer drive birds, and the Nenites welcome new life. This is also the time of reunions and festivals. Families who have traveled separately meet again, sharing food, music, and laughter. Children race sledges, women sing ancient songs, and shamans perform rituals of gratitude for surviving another winter. The Yamal Reindeer Festival, celebrated every spring, is the most colorful event of the year. Reindeer races, traditional dances, and contests of strength and endurance attract not only Nenites but visitors from across Russia. For a moment, the tundra fills with color and joy before the next migration begins. Modern challenges. Though the Nenites have preserved their traditions for centuries, the modern world is reaching even the remotest tundra. Oil and gas exploration, climate change, and government pressures are threatening their nomadic routes. The permafrost melts earlier each year, changing migration paths and reducing grazing land. Young Nenites now attend schools in distant towns, learning Russian and using mobile phones. Some never return to the tundra. Yet many elders fear that when the migration stops, their culture, built on movement, will fade. Despite these challenges, the Nenites remain resilient. They adapt, just as they always have, balancing modern tools with ancient wisdom. Snowmobiles sometimes replace sledges, but the spirit of the tundra, freedom and endurance, remains alive. Conclusion: Guardians of the Arctic. To live as a Nenites in the tundra is to live between two worlds, the ancient and the modern, the frozen and the alive. Their way of life is not easy, but it is deeply meaningful. In every snowflake, every reindeer, and every story told by the fire, there is a connection to something eternal. The Nenites remind us of the strength of tradition, the power of nature, and the importance of living in harmony with the land. As long as reindeer walk across the Arctic and the wind sings over the tundra, the Nenites will continue their timeless journey, guardians of the last great wildernesses on Earth.